Hello, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving this nightstand a makeover. So first I'm going to take off the hardware with a screwdriver. So next I'm going to give it a good wash. So I have a container here with soapy water, and in the spray bottle I have soapy water with a bit of vinegar mixed in just to help get like the dirt and grime off. I'm also going to spray inside the drawers just because they get pretty dirty inside as well. And I never want to forget that it's good to wash the inside because it gets really dusty, and sometimes there's like spider webs and spider eggs and you don't want any of that, so you want to give it a really good wash inside and out. So you can see here the water is pretty dirty. Next I'm using this basic wood filler, it's natural color, filling in these holes. When this wood filler dries, it tends to sink in and shrink, so it's good to give it a second coat on top if needed. So for sanding, I have this mask here, and I have goggles to protect my respiratory tract and also my eyes. I wear glasses, so I make sure to have goggles on top of my glasses, because I find it's really hard to fit most safety glasses on top of glasses, so this is what works for me. So I'm sanding it down using an 80 grit sanding, and then I'm going to move to 120 grit and 180 grit. So for primer, I'm going to put 2 coats of the 123 Bullseye. So I normally use a roller to roll on this primer just because it's more efficient, it makes it more smooth, but because I'm using like the bottom of the can here, I just thought I would just use a brush. Now I'm going to prepare the paint in the tray. So I have tinfoil wrapped on top of this paint tray, and I'm using Rona interior paint. It's a pearl sheen and it's got primer included in it. So I'm using the dollar store foam rollers. I also buy them on Amazon, but I find the dollar store brand works just as good as the bulk orders on Amazon, so I just buy them from there. It's 4-inch roller, so I'm putting it on here. So I like to use like small kitchen bags. This is perfect for storing the paint in there while I'm still going to use it hours later to prevent the brushes from drying or the rollers from drying up. So I can fit it right in here. I find it works perfectly, just the right size. Tie it up and save it for later between coats. So I have my 1-inch brush here just to get the corners and edges where the roller can't reach. So the first coat of black paint is done. Now the second coat's done here, fast forward. So I always sand a 240 grit between each coat. That gets rid of like bumps and sometimes cat hair, different hairs, rocks, anything that can kind of attach to the paint. You can get that right off. This is just a light sand, so don't press too hard, just a very gentle sanding. Here I'm gonna wipe off the sanding dust to get it prepared for the next coat of black paint. I always let paint dry 2 hours before applying the next coat to ensure that it dries properly. Now I'm adding some gold paint on the stencil using a foam brush, just patting it down, and taped. So I decided to add a gold touch to the top here to give it a freestyle, unique look. So off camera, I used Rub and Buff gold leaf colored wax to rub on these handles. And here I'm applying a polycrylic top coat. I apply 3 coats total, giving 3 hours to dry between each coat. And I also sand between each coat with 240 to 300 grit sandpaper, very light sand. So you can see here I added the hardware, so if you notice from the beginning I filled in the holes originally, but I decided to use handles instead of knobs, so I didn't need to fill in the holes at all. I usually add drawer liners, but for this one I'm keeping it, so I decided to keep it how it is. And here's the final look, so thank you so much for watching.